विश्रुतदशकण्डोद्भवराम्
विश्रुतदशकन्तोद्भवराम्
सीतालिङ्गननिर्वृतराम्
सीतालिङ्गननिर्वृतराम्
नीतिसुरक्षितजनपदराम्
नीतिसुरक्षितजनपदराम्
विपिनत्याजितजनकजराम्
विपिनत्याजितजनकजराम्
कारितलवणासुरवदराम्
कारितलवनासुरवदराम्
स्वर्गतशम्भुकसंस्तुतराम्
स्वर्गतशम्बुकसंस्तुतराम्
स्वतनयकुशलवनन्दितराम्
स्वतनयकुशलवनन्दितराम्
अश्वमेधकृतुदीक्षितराम्
क्रतुदीक्षितराम्
कालावेदितसुरपदराम्
कालावेदितसुरपदराम्
आयोध्यकजनमुक्तितराम्
अयोध्यकजनमुक्तितराम्
विधिमुखविबुधानन्दकराम्
विधिमुखविबुत्तानन्दकराम्
तेजोमयनिजरूपकराम्
तेजोमयनिजरूपकराम्
संस्मृतिबन्धविमोचनराम्
संस्कृतिबन्धविमोचकराम्
धर्मस्थापनतत्परराम्
धर्मस्थापनतत्परराम्
भक्तिपरायणमुक्तितराम्
भक्तिपरायणमुक्तितराम्
सर्वचराचरबालकराम्
सर्वचराचरपालकराम्
सर्वभवामयवारकराम्
सर्वभवमयवारकराम्
वैकुण्ठालयसंस्थितराम्
वैकुण्ठालयसंस्थितराम्
नित्यानन्दपदस्थितराम्
नित्यानन्दपदस्थितराम्
वैकुण्ठालयसंस्थितराम्
वैकुण्ठालयसंस्थितराम्
नित्यानन्दपदस्थितराम्
नित्यानन्दपदस्थितराम्
राम राम जय राजा राम 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 जय सीताराम
राम राम जय राजा राम 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 जय सीताराम
two times. Yeah.
once more
Yeah.
राम राम जय राजा राम 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 जय सीताराम
uh, yes, that's it. Over to you, uncle.
Hari Om, Narayan. Thank you. So next week, Meera, after Ramayanam is concluding next week. So after that, you talk to Vidya, some arati we have to take with the Rama picture, right?
Okay, uncle. Yes.
And then there is one particular Mangalam for Rama. It's very beautiful. Balamurali Krishna sings it. You try to see whether in YouTube or you can get it. Right? We will try to sing that Mangalam and take Arati for Rama. Right? Okay. Next week.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्तिः शान्तिः। हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने। See the 108 names of Sri Rama, Meera has chanted last few weeks. It's called Nama Ramayana. It is so simple, so short. But once you know that, you know all the incidents of Ramayana. It narrates every incident. It's beautiful. Rama Nama is very powerful. Every day chant few times Rama Nama or Hare Rama. It will have a great effect in your life. You won't know it. No, supposing you put a matchstick under a big heap of newspapers, you won't see anything happening. You won't see, because it takes long time for the matchstick to burn the lower range of papers and to be seen at the top. But the burning is happening. Similarly, Ramanama. So all you children, if you have to come up great heights all the time, chant Ramanama. Now, the story of Ramayana, we have seen several hurdles, several challenges. It starts from Vishwamitra taking Rama to kill the Rakshasas. Anybody will sympathize. Why should he take the small children? But that is the basis, because he has to give them all the knowledge of weapons and also how to be without sleep for several years, without food for several years. He has to teach them. And then stories in between, everything will imbibe a particular value in Sri Rama. That is how it started. Then Kaikeyi is sending to Rama, forest. That was necessary because ultimately Rama has to go to forest to kill Ravana. That was also necessary. Dasharatha's dying was also necessary. If Dasharatha didn't die because of separation from Rama, because of the curse, Rama should have been died. So everything has a place. Shurpanaka coming. It is Shurpanaka that instigates Rama. It is because of her 14,000 warriors, Rakshasas of her two brothers, Karadoshna, have been eliminated. So Virada was taking Rama and Lakshmana and Sita. He when he got released from that curse because of Sri Rama and Lakshmana, he tells them, Sharabanga Maharaj is waiting for you, go there. Sharabanga gives them further clues, where to go, how to do, and all that. Like this, there was, for us, because we don't know the reason, looks as though Rama is punished. Rama went through distress. No, it was all necessary. So also the problems that we go through our life. You may think, why me? Why should I get this? Why me? Why should I get that? You need all that. God knows everyone. God loves all. God can take away the problems. In spite of that, if that God is giving you some problems, it's for your good. When a rock is being sculpted to chisel out the unwanted portion, the rock undergoes the tremendous strain of being chiseled. But that is what it makes, that is what makes it worshipable as a Murti, Krishna or Rama. So also, the more we go through challenges, Bhagavan is sculpting us to become his own form, Rama or Krishna. This is the message we have to get to Ramayana. That is, everything is planned by God. All difficulties are necessary for us. They are sent to us by God. This is what we have to learn and accept His will. That is called surrender. Right? Now, we saw last week, they came to Chitrakoot, and there Bharata came, and Bharata argued. Rama didn't relent, so Bharata took the sandals and went to Nandigram, coronated the sandals, and he himself every day used to tell his program to the sandals, I'm going to do this. At the evening, he will tell, this is what I have done. Like that, he was reporting to the sandals. The sandals was ruling. After that, Rama saw that all the people there, rishis, they were frightened seeing this mass people coming there, lakhs and lakhs. They were worried, their peace is disturbed. So Rama coolly thought, I will leave this place because this rishis doing penance should not be disturbed. So he leaves and goes. In between, he sees Atri Anasuya. Atri Anasuya had the power to make Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, children, small children. That was her power. She made them small children. Right? And she had several powers. For some reason, she has to change the course of Ganga river. Like that, extremely powerful lady because of her tapas. She saw Sita, they had a great dialogue, and she taught some lessons to Sita. Sitama politely said, my mother has taught me all this. My mother-in-law also said, thank you. Anasuyamma loved Sita so much, she gave. See, this is also necessary when she sits in Ashokavana 10 months without bath, without food. She gave her some dress which will never get dirty and the body will never smell odor. She gave some haras, garlands, all that she gave, which was later useful in Ashokavana. So after that, Virada, they met Virada. Virada tried to first lift Sita, then Rama Lakshmana chased him, and then he dropped Sitamma and took Rama Lakshmana. Both of them cut off his 2 hands, but he cannot die through any weapon. So they fully drenched him in arrows and he fell on the ground. He cannot move. He cannot die, but he cannot move. Then they took a big pit and put them into that and put earth. That way he can die. He cannot die by weapons. So then he is released from the curse. He was a Gandharva. He says, thank you. This is what I was told. My curse will be released when Rama Lakshmana will come and bury me. So Viradha then told them, Sharabanga Muni is waiting for you. Please go there. They go there. Indra comes to take Sharabanga Muni to Swarga. He says, no, I will see Rama Lakshmana. They are coming. Then only I come with you. Rama Lakshmana goes. Sharabanga Muni sees, and then he leaves to Swarga. At every place, these rishis say, we have done so much of tapas, we have several powers, we have conquered several lokas, we'll give you all that. Rama quietly, politely says, no, I must earn them. I will earn them myself. Thank you. I must earn myself. Thank you. And then Sharabanga Muni guides to other rishis, Sutikshana and all that. And then the lot of rishis there come and plead with Rama that Rakshasas are all eating us, you have to protect us. Rama gives them the promise, and then Sutikshana takes to Agastya. Agastya gives him a bow and a sword. Sitama talks to Rama, keeping, you come to tapas, why you want a bow and an arrow? This will make you get into violent acts. Rama explained, it's my duty to protect the rishis. Rakshasas are killing them. I can't be a silent spectator. My father sent me to Dandaka only for this purpose, to help the rishis and to eliminate the Rakshasas. I had to do that. Then Sitama accepted his thitik. But you see there, in those days, wives are not mere slaves. They can argue. They can counsel the husband. That much freedom they had. Lakshmana also. Lakshmana advises Rama several times. Both of them talk as friends. They walk as friends, holding each other's hand. So we should not get the impression they are all slaves to Rama. Rama never enslaved anybody. Then Agastya gives them. Then they ask Agastya Bhagavan, can you guide us? No, by this time, we all think, that they went to Panchavati and there they spent 10, 11, 12 years. No. By the time they finished, all these rishis stayed with each ashram about some places 1 year, some places 1.5 years, some places 6 months. 10 years is over. Last place only they asked Agastya Bhagavan, please tell us a place where we can live peacefully. He guides them to Panchavati. Vati means, banyan tree. 5 banyan trees are there, Panchavati. They come there, they see Jatayu, huge bird. They thought Rakshasa in a farm. Jatayu says, no, I am your father's friend. I am Jatayu. I am the son of Aruna. Aruna and Garuda are 2 brothers. Aruna is the one who drives the chariot of Sun Bhagavan. I am his son. My brother is Sampati. So I am here to protect you people, Sitama, from Rakshasas. So I am here. You take my help. Then, okay, they put the hut, lovely hut, beautiful hut, all done by Lakshmana. And then they live. At that time, Shurpanaka comes. Shurpanaka is the sister of Ravana and also Karadoshana. She tries to seduce Rama to marry her. And then Rama humorously says, I am a married man, my wife is here. You marry this Lakshmana, his wife is not there. Lakshmana says, no, I am a slave of Rama, you marry the one who has power. Like that, they were joking. Meanwhile, the Shurpanaka says, for you, the problem is because this beautiful Sita is there, I will swallow her. I will follow also Lakshmana. Rama, now then you marry me. And she was about to grab Sitama. Then they have no choice. Lakshmana cuts her nose and all that. That is the first nose cut in history. And yes, and then she weeps and cries and runs to two brothers, Karadoshra, who were in that area. They come with 14,000 of their warriors, and each one fight and kill themselves because each one sees the other as Rama. That is the power of Rama. They see everybody as Rama and they kill themselves. Ultimately, Karadoshna eliminated. Then the Surpanaka runs to Ravana, instigates his ego. What a man you are. There your 14,000 brothers are killed. There's a beautiful lady who nowhere in the world like that. You are sitting here, lazy fellow. Like that she says. He comes there. He wants to kidnap her. But see a coward. We all talk Ravana is a big hero. What a big hero. If he's a hero, he should directly take. He's a coward. He comes in disguise like a sannyasi. He is not more powerful than Rama. He's a coward. So he comes there. Before that, he asks his uncle who was meditating there, Maricha, to go before Sita as a golden deer. And Maricha advises Ravana, you don't know the power of Rama. You know my power. With my power, he hit me with an arrow. I fell at 800 miles distance. From that time onwards, I left everything and meditating. And anybody, even before Rama or anything, say Ra, I get nervous. With mere Ra, I get nervous. Ravana, you want me to play with the fire? Ravana says, you don't do that, I will kill you. Then Maricha said, okay, if I have to die anyway, I better die with Rama than you. So he goes as a golden deer. Sitamma got attracted. What is the moral here? You are wedded to Rama, God. Atma Rama, the self. The peaceful mind is wedded to Rama, wedded to God, wedded to the self. Protected by Brahmacharya Lakshmana, who never sleeps. In a weak moment, you got attracted by a golden deed, something glamorous, something glittering. That is enough for you to be kidnapped by the 10 senses, that is Dasamukha Ravana. When you allow your mind to be extrovert, to be attracted by anything external, then the 10-headed monster, the 10 sense organs, loots you. And that's how Sitamma was there. Lakshmana was kept as a guardian when Rama chased the golden deer. And when Rama hit the golden deer, according to the instructions of Ravana, it cries, oh Lakshmana. Sitamma thinks Rama has died. So she pleads with Lakshmana. Lakshmana says, nobody can kill Rama. I won't believe you. She abuses him. She scolds him. She instigates him. And then Lakshmana puts a rekha there, line. He said, don't cross this. And then he goes to see Rama. Rama was coming after killing Maricha. He got shocked to see Lakshmana. He says, how did you come? You should have not left Sitamma. She said she is abused. She could abuse, but you should not leave. You should go have obeyed me. And then meanwhile, this Ravana comes in disguise, asks for Bhiksha. Sitamma was trying to give it from the other side of the line. He says, I won't take it like that. You cross the line and give. When she crossed the line of discipline, line of brahmacharya, right? Then this 10-headed monster kidnapped the peaceful, quiet mind that is Sita. He kidnapped her. Jatayu, who promised to Rama, I will protect her, tried to fight with this Ravana. This Jatayu has killed all the horses of Ravana, of the chariot, killed the charioteer, and wounded Ravana badly, but Ravana somehow cut off Jatayu. He was living till Rama Lakshmana came. Rama Lakshmana himself go there, see Jatayu, he tells the story. Then Jatayu dies. They do samskaras. They do rituals for Jatayu. And then they go, they leave that place. While they were going, they see a person, huge person, miles. His mouth is in the belly. His head is in the belly. That means he knows only to eat. His hands are long. They can go for kilometers. And with that, he will catch anybody, put them in the mouth. That's how he was surviving. His name was called Kabandha. So when Rama Lakshmana was going, he tried to catch them and swallow. Then they killed him. And when he was about to die, he says, you need the help of Sugriva, go to Kishkinda. They go, and in between, on the way, they see Shabari taste, eat fruit and give to Rama, whether the fruit is sweet or sour. Since it is given with devotion, even though it was tasted by Shabari, Rama happily takes it. And then when he goes to Kishkinda, Sugriva was living on a hill, Krishyamukha, because there, Dundubi, last time I forgot the name, Dundubi, the Rakshasa, who was killed by Vali, his bones fell on Matanga Muni's ashram, and Matanga Muni cursed, if Vali comes to this place, his head will burst. So that is a safe place to Sugriva. He stayed there. And when Rama Lakshmana was coming, he thought, Vali, since he cannot come here, he sends some people to kill me. He sends Hanuman. Hanuman talks to Rama Lakshmana, and he finds that there is a common story between Rama and Sugriva. Both wives have been kidnapped. Both are living without wives. So this friendship will do mutual good. So Hanuman, having introduced himself, having told about Sugriva, carries Rama and Lakshmana on his shoulders and brings to Sugriva. And when Hanumanji talks, Rama introduces Hanumanji to Lakshmana, says about Hanuman. You know, normally, only the lower ones introduce the higher ones. Here, Rama, God, introduces Hanuman to Lakshmana because he was attracted so much. What he says, the way in which Hanuman speaks, anybody, even any enemy who is about to kill him with the sword lifted, will become a slave to that person who speaks like this. No king can lose with a minister like this. That was his speech. That was what Rama tried to introduce. This speech, only in 5-6 verses, I have sometimes seen in the bookstalls, volumes of books on public speaking. All that they talk, like your eye contact, body language, voice modulation, these are all the various topics in public speaking. All of them, volumes have been put in the 6 slokas. So Rama says this to Lakshmana, Nan Rugvedasya Vinitaha, na Yajurveda Dharinaha. One who does not know Rugveda and Yajurveda, Samaveda, na Shakyam Evam Vibhashitam. One who doesn't know all the Vedas cannot speak like this. Nunam Vyakaranam Krishnam Anena Bhavada, though he spoke a lot, there is not one grammar mistake. Bhavata Vyahartopi, na Kinchit Apasabditam. Not, he did not falter. So much talking on one single word. He never made a mistake. Now, Mukhe, you cannot see any blemish in his face. Now, Mukhe, Netrayoho, in the eyes, Lalatena, on the forehead. You know, these are all the body language, signs of the body. These are all taught in public speaking. Body language, voice modulation, eye contact, all these are brought here. Avistaram, he doesn't speak too much. Asandigdam, but there is no doubt because he doesn't speak too much. Avilambatam, he doesn't say one word and wait for another word. Adrutam, firm. Urastam, starting from the heart. Kantagam, through the neck. Vakyam comes through the mouth. Madhyame sware, in medium vibration. Samskara krama sampannam, completely cultured. Adrutam avilambitam. Kalyane vacham. These words will do only good to anybody. Hrudayaharinam, they will they will steal the heart of the person who listens to him. Anaya, a person who speaks like this, even if the enemy lift the sword to kill him, he will be hypnotized by this man. That is what Rama introduces Hanuman. And then they come there, and the story of Sugriva is that Dundibi, when engaged Vali in a battle, they enter into a cave and they fight for long years. But then blood comes. Sugriva thought Vali is dead, so he goes back to Kishkinda and tries to live with his wife Ruma and Vali's wife, because that is the law of the monkeys. If the brother dies, he should marry the wife. So he did only dharma, live, and by that time Vali came out, saw Sugriva living in his kingdom with his wife. He chased Sugriva. Sugriva went all over the world. That's how he knows every place. Chased by Vali, and finally settles down on this mountain because he cannot come there. And when now Rama saw, Rama says, I will kill Vali for you. Then Sugriva says, you do not know the power of Vali. You cannot kill him so easily. I want to see whether you can do it. So you please, that that bones of Dundibi was like a mountain. You please throw this with your leg, then I will believe. Rama with one finger threw it. It fell in miles. Then he said, no, this is now mere bones without flesh, because years have gone. So this is okay, but I want to see your power more. He said, can you, with one arrow, strike one of the Sala trees? 7 Sala trees were there, because they are so tough, no arrow can pierce. What Rama did, there were 7 Sala trees. Sugriva said, can you pierce one of them? Because it's not possible to pierce them. Rama pierced all the 7 with one arrow. That gave confidence to Sugriva. Then Rama says, go and call Vali for a fight. Sugriva goes to Kishkinda, calls Vali for a fight. Tara is very highly intelligent lady. Tells Vali something wrong. He has got the friendship of some great people, otherwise he won't dare come here and shout, challenge you to a fight. Don't go. He has got some god-like people helping him. Ego of Vali doesn't listen. He comes there is a fight. Sugriva gets beaten up left and right by Vali. And then Vali, out of compassion for brother, leaves him and goes back. Sugriva cries to Rama, you said you will protect me. The fellow bet me like that. He says, I cannot help because both of you look alike. I could not distinguish. Now you wear this garland so that I can identify and fight with him. I will kill him. So again he goes to Vali and he challenges him. Again he comes, he fights. Rama shoots an arrow and Vali collapses. At that time, Vali tries to accuse Rama of doing adharma. He says, there is no enmity between you and me. You belong to a human race. I belong to a monkey. Nothing common enmity between us. And I was fighting with another man. It is not right that to kill a man who is fighting with another man. You did not come in front of me. You killed me from sideways, though the arrow went to the heart, not back, from sideways. These are all adharma. How can you do Rama being the son of Dasaratha? Is your mind gone mad because you lost Sita? Ravana was my slave. He is afraid of me. If only you asked me, I would have asked Ravana to return Sita to you. Why did you do this adharma? How can you do this to me? Rama replies point by point. He says, Vali, before you accuse me of dharma, you should have consulted some people who know dharma and accused. You said, I have no right to kill you because you are a monkey and I am a human being. I have no connection. That's not correct, Wali, because this whole Kishkinda all come under Ayodhya kingdom. And I have been exiled, so it's my duty, anything goes wrong in this kingdom, to set right the Dharma. Here, according to Dharma Shastra, when the brother is living, even though monkeys can take the wife when he dies, when Wali is living, you have kidnapped his wife. That is adharma. According to Dharma Shastra, if somebody does it, he should be immediately killed. So I had followed Dharma Shastra, number one. Number two, I am allowed here because Bharata also told me, and I have also taken his permission to set right things in this forest, to protect the good, to annihilate the bad. One, the rule permits. Second, I had the authority from Bharata, right? You have did wrong because you should not take the wife of your brother when he is living. Number one. Number two, you said when you were fighting and from the sideways I kill you. You are an animal. I am a human being. Animals hunted by human being can be killed by knack, by cleverness, by a strategy. They need not be killed by the friend. Number three, I have promised Sugriva, because he has been done injustice, to set it right. And he is my friend. I have given him a vow to protect him from adharma, and therefore I have to kill you. More than all that, what is good thing that happened to you? You have kidnapped the wife of Sita, wife of Sugriva. That papa you would have gone to hell. Now killed by me in a battle, that papa is erased here itself. You will not go to hell. So that is the good that is done to you. Then you are worried about his son. Your son will be made the Yuvaraja here. So Vali listens to all the arguments, says, yes, Rama, whatever you've done, whatever you said is right. Tara guided me and I didn't listen to her. You are Sakshat Narayana. I am placing my son under your care. I am happily leaving. So Vali agrees to that and leaves this. And then Sugriva has to keep up his promise of trying to find Sita. Why Sugriva? Because he has gone through all over the world, when Vali was chasing. So he knows every place. So, but it was rainy season. So Rama said, after the rainy season, you send your people. He goes to his palace in Kishkinda, because all along he was living in exile. Now to compensate, he indulged in all liquor, women, sensuous things. And near time is getting over. Rama doesn't see any people coming. So sends Lakshmana. The way Lakshmana shouts, everybody got nervous. Tara herself comes out and tells, what is Lakshmana, what is the problem? This fellow has promised my brother that he will protect, he will send people to locate Sita and bring back. He is indulging here. Tara said he may be indulging because he has starved for several years, but he did his duty. Because Hanuman reminded him, and he has already sent people to all places for the warriors to come. They must be here any moment. Thus pacified, Lakshmana became pacified. By that time, he sees big noise, lakhs and lakhs of monkeys coming from all over the world. And then they have divided the groups of monkeys in different directions, because Jatayu said he went to south, Ravana. South, the best they kept Angada, Jambavan, and Hanuman, and asked them to go and find Sita. For Hanuman to go there, Rama gave his ring as identity mark to show it to Sita. He takes that, and Hanumanji till then forgot his power by the curse of gods, that he will remember, once he went to swallow sun itself. At that time, the Indra hit him with Vajra, he soon. Then because his Vayu's son, Vayu stalled and the whole world trembled. Then all the gods gave power to Hanuman. We are giving you this power, right? But you will not remember till the real time comes. So he didn't remember. When now he has to cross the ocean, he was thinking how to cross. Jambavan tells, you are this is your power, you can cross. Meanwhile, exact spot has to be known. Sampati was also through some mishap, cannot fly, was there. Sampati is Jata's brother, but he can see any thousands of kilometers. He saw Sitama under the Ashoka tree. He guides Hanumanji, she is there. Hanumanji, because he is reminded of the power, thumps on the mountain, mountain shakes, flies over the ocean. At that time, in Mainaka mountain, because at that time mountains were flying, Indra cut off their wings and Mainaka hid in the ocean to save itself. Vayu protected. Mainaka got up and told Hanumanji, you are the servant of Rama. I was protected by your father Vayu. So please rest for a while on me, on this mountain, and then go. Hanumanji said, while you take up a job, no interruptions. I am flying. He went. Then there was a Rakshasi. You know, she will catch somebody by the shadow, Chaya, and she eats. She tried to do Ashoka Hanumanji pierced her. Then Devi, Parvati, wanted to bless and test Hanumanji. She comes as a serpent, Surasa. She opens the mouth. Hanumanji knew who she was. She bows down to her, does namaskar. After I finish Rama's job, I will enter into your mouth. She says, nothing doing. Without entering into my mouth, you cannot go. So he grew in size 10 kilometers. She opened the mouth 15 kilometers. He grew in 20 kilometers. She opened 30 kilometers. Right? He grew 40 kilometers. She opened 50 kilometers. Then what he did, he became an insect, entered into the mouth 50 kilometers, and then came out suddenly. Then Surasa blessed him. That is the intelligence of Hanuman. You will succeed in your job. Go. He comes there, and then the boundary compound wall of Lanka, that Lanka was protected by a Rakshasi called Lankini. She was protecting it, and she challenged Hanuman. How can you come here? Anybody comes here cannot go back alive. She threatens him. Hanumanji gives a big blow. She falls. Then she gets up and says, oh, my curse will be over. I've been told when a monkey comes and hits you, you fall. Then the whole Lanka will be ruined. All these kings will be killed. And the Lanka will become a widow. You will get out of the curse. So I know that. Now, Hanuman, you go free. She allows him. She goes there in search of Sitama. What happens there? After that, what happens? How Ravana was killed. All that we will see next class. Next class, we will celebrate Sri Rama's Pattabhishekam, and we will have it. I want to ask Meera. Meera?
Yes, uncle.
Next week is Navaratri. You want a postponement? Or we'll do it?
No, uncle. Vidyanti.
Huh?
Vidyanti is also there in the meeting.
We will do it, you know.
Like, I'll check with Vidyanti, uncle. Like,
Okay,
next week is fine, but I'll check once more with Vidyanti.
This
Yeah.
class is not a
Meera.
problem. You
Meera?
have some other work for Navaratri.
Yes, uncle. Yes, uncle.
You check up and let us know. Okay.
Yes, uncle. Hari Om,
So the
Vidyanti.
Emma?
we will discuss, Meera.
Okay, auntie.
Hello.
Yes, uncle.
Uh-huh.
Uncle, I
Tell
will
me.
talk to Meera and we'll finalize and let you know.
Okay. So next week we will mostly have the class. If the class is cancelled, you will be informed. we will take the class is there, but if the class is cancelled, you will be informed. If the information doesn't come, you take it, the class will be there. Okay. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Thank you all.
Hari Om, uncle.
Hari Om. God bless you all.
Hari Om, Ananda.
Meera, we are done.
Yes, auntie.
Appa, idu host.
Only me and Lakshita waiting to, discuss.
Sure, okay. Current illada.